Well, hello everybody. How are you? How are you? Yes, you're watching Inside Fellow. My name is Wayne. We're here at Berdan Grove Playground. Why? Because all of this, and you'll be seeing a little special video I made soon, is a new playground set up specifically for special needs children. And they're going to have the ribbon cutting today, pretty soon. And we got a lot of dignitaries here. I'll get a chance to maybe chat with some of them pretty soon. I just want you to see what's going on, so stay tuned as the excitement continues. Good morning, Mr. Mayor. How are you?
Good morning, Wayne. How are you?
An incredible day. You have something very special all behind you. Your thoughts about today?
Well, you know, what started as a dream is now a reality. An all-inclusionary park here in Fairlawn for everyone to use, all our citizens, and it's been a great effort by the whole community, residents, businesses, and our ADA committee. Marion Patino and Steve Weinstein, our co-chairs, have done an outstanding job bringing the community together to make this a reality.
I think it's a very special occasion. I've been sort of documenting the entire procedure, which will be very cool to see, I think, but thank you for doing what you're doing all the time. I think you're going to get ready for the opening reception. I'm going to let you go, but Mr. Mayor, God bless you and thank you for what you do.
Thank you, Wayne.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning,
everyone. And on behalf of the borough and the ADA committee, I want to welcome you all to the grand opening of our all-inclusionary park here at Berdan Grove. I'd like to introduce the hardworking members of our ADA committee that made this park a reality. First, our chairperson, Marion Patino. Co-chairperson, former co-chairperson, former mayor, former a lot of things, Steve Weinstein.
Hey.
Our council liaison, Lisa Swain, to the committee. The treasurer, Bettina Kaplan. Where's Bettina? Webmaster, Eric Soto. There's Eric over there. Dance chairman and guy who does like just about everything, Emil DeLucia. Emil? Person who really helped us a lot with the playground, Michael Fingeroff. He's our playground advisor. Sue Ann Atchison. I don't know if Sue Ann is here. Christina Catrone, who served as the secretary for many years. Karen Peterson. Olga Podolsky. Olga. Marissa Schiffman, our housing expert. Judy Spinato. Catherine Squante. And we have your name with an asterisk next to it, Steve. So, all right. Also like to introduce the mayor and council. I'm John Cosgrove. I'm the mayor.
Hey.
Our deputy mayor, Amy Lefkowitz. Amy's here. Councilwoman Lisa Swain. Councilman Kurt Peluso. Kurt. We have some dignitaries here with us today. Former mayor and current Berdan County Freeholder Chairman David Gans. And David has brought with him, we'll hand him out at the end of the program, a certificate for everyone from the freeholders, for everyone on the committee. We also have with us former Mayor Steve Weinstein, again. Freeholder Tracy Zur. Tracy. Former Mayor Marty Etler. Our Borough Manager Jim Van Kroonigen. Berdan County Director of Disabilities Jim Thurberg. Jim. I also want to recognize in the back Bob Young, who's our superintendent, who's our parks foreman, who did a great job getting this park ready. And Tony Volano, who's our, he's a liaison from the Sunrise Rotary Club, but has done a tremendous job helping us, doing a lot of things for this, to make this a reality. Oh, And Jimmy Graff, there he is, our Superintendent of Parks and Recreation. I'd like to call on our council liaison, Lisa Swain, to the committee to say a few words. Lisa?
Thank you. Good morning. This is one of the most exciting events I have attended as a council person and member of this community. I'm going to be very brief. I want to thank everyone in the community. This could not have been done without the support of everyone here and beyond. There are so many people that helped put this together, and I am so grateful for what we did here for our families. But I want to thank one person in particular. This playground project could not have gotten off the ground and come to completion without the hard work, the late nights, the early mornings, the nervousness, thinking about every single detail, and I know that we all know who that is, and I want to give a big round of applause and a big hug to Mary Ann's team. She really is the hero of this playground. Thank you. And then one other person I want to thank, and that's Jimmy Van Kroonigan, our borough manager. I know the mayor already thanked him, but I just want to let you know that all the little details, and especially the other day when a few of us came here to look over the playground and make sure that we had a handicap accessible bathroom, that when you get out of the car you don't trip, that it looks nice when you walk in, and we have planters with mums, that the mulch was installed, and that all happened for a lot of people, but it was Jimmy who really got everything working in place. So Jimmy, thank you so much. You're always there when we need you. So once again, thank you everyone. Thank you for this wonderful community effort.
Thank you, Lisa. I also want to recognize Bruce Silverman. Where's Bruce? Bruce has done a lot of work for us and helped the ADA committee. And we have our friends here from the Garden State Grandmas who have been very supportive of the ADA. And the dance that they sponsored, it was a great sight to see the Garden State Grandmas reading the conga line at our special needs dance, as so many people had a great time that evening. Okay, next I'd like to bring up Tom Kemley from Columbia Bank. Tom, will you please come up to make a special presentation? And I'd like Mary Ann, Steve, and Lisa to step forward. As many of you know, Columbia Bank has been an unbelievable supporter of so many events in Fairlawn. But there's a little story here. Mary Ann had asked me to arrange a meeting with Tom in regard to the park. So we arranged this meeting and we went over there, we had drawings, we had everything, and we walked into his office and described the project, and Mary Ann was really enthusiastic. And Tom said, I love this project. I think I can get it done. And he said, we'll take care of the second half for you. But Mary Ann was so enthused, she just kept going. So finally I had to say to her, Mary Ann, he already said he's going to give us the money. Let's get out of here. And we were very calm until we got into the elevator. And I hope you don't have any cameras in there because we were high-fiving each other in the elevator and so on and so forth. So it's my pleasure to present the CEO of Columbia Bank, Tom Kemley.
Thank you very much. I'll be brief. I want to introduce the other two people that are here that haven't been introduced yet, because I think you have pretty much the whole community has been involved. You can't help but be impressed, first of all, with the project. You can't be impressed with the amount of people that are here today that have been recognized to assist in the project, and it says a lot about Fairlawn and the community. Columbia has been in the community for 87 years now, and we are so proud to be a member of the community. As John told the story, when I first heard about this project, we got very excited because we knew it was going to be a wonderful thing for the community. We knew it was going to be a wonderful thing for the kids. And I was thrilled when they said, can we come over and talk to you about this? And I don't know if they realized until our meeting that I was saying yes before they got here. And once we talked to our board about it, they were thrilled. When we told the community members in our bank, the people that live in town and live in the area that work for us, they were thrilled. We're just so proud to be part of this effort. I want to congratulate your committee, the amount of people involved, the work that was done here, Mary Ann, all the work you've done, the council. Congratulations. You folks are just very impressive in everything you've done. And John, you stole my story. I was really hoping to tell that story myself. It was so cute because John knew I had said yes and Mary Ann wasn't aware of it, so she kept pitching. It really did make us laugh because he's like trying to cut her off, and she's like, oh, look at this picture, look at that picture. So it was a great time for us to participate. You're having a great day here today. Congratulations again to everyone involved, to the town itself, and for many years. Your children are going to love this place, and we're happy to help. So congratulations.
Just so you know, Columbia donated $60,000 to this park. While we're doing these shout-outs, I also want to recognize the former executive director of the Chamber of Commerce, Hank Foskey, who helped us a great deal and has retired to South Jersey, but came all the way back up here today for this. And I want to thank you and Grace for coming up today. Okay. Next, I'm going to call on Mary Ann to come up. So Mary Ann, I know you're not nervous, so come on up.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you for being here. And I know we keep adding people, but I did want to say I'd give a shout out to Mark Lycan, director of our Children's Therapy Center here in Fairlawn, and his therapist guided us in this project and gave us some advice on how equipment we could add to enhance sensory perceptions for children. So thank you. And also a shout out to Saul Rothman, who's our liaison from the Knights of Pythias, and his wife Jerry. And to save time, I did a little brochure that explains the history of the playground, so please be sure to pick that up. On behalf of the Fairlawn ADA Committee, I would like to thank you for joining us on this special occasion. Since October is Disabilities Awareness Month, it is fitting that we celebrate this ribbon cutting today. The Fairlawn ADA Committee believes in access for all, and we especially believe that children with physical disabilities should not be denied access to something so beloved as the local playground. It is that belief that led us to build this 100% inclusionary playground, which enables all children, regardless of their level of physical ability, to play side by side in a safe and fun environment. You were invited here today because it was through your support and because of your generous donations that our committee was able to raise $101,700 to complete the wonderful playground project that you see behind me. But that's not all. The committee had a wish list item, a popular piece of equipment called the Weesaw, which had to be cut due to budget constraints. 2 weeks ago, we learned that Landscape Structures will be having this item as a display piece at the League of Municipalities Convention in November, and it will be available for purchase afterwards at substantial savings. This was a great opportunity, but with one remaining donation specifically earmarked for a piece of equipment still to be installed, we did not have enough money on hand to commit to this purchase. Since we had a month to go until the convention, the ADA committee decided to raise some additional funds and see what happens. Within 4 days, we received 2 checks totaling $2,900, and shortly thereafter learned of 2 future pledges totaling $3,000, enough to put a sold sign on this exciting piece of play equipment that will be added after the conference. Our new grand total, including these pledges, $107,700. I would say that is proof positive that Fairlawn believes in this initiative. In closing, I just wanted to say that this was truly a community-wide project with many wonderful volunteer organizations, businesses, and residents coming on board. It is my hope that every time you drive by this park, which in my mind will now be thought of as Berdan Grove Community Park, you will feel pride in knowing that you played an important role in making this exciting and essential project a reality. Thank you again for being here and for supporting the initiatives of the Fairlawn ADA Committee. We have a presentation, as John mentioned, as our mayor mentioned earlier. Steve Weinstein has resigned from the committee recently. Steve joined our committee in 2010 as a council liaison, and it was Steve's invitation that got me involved with this committee, and I'm so glad that you asked me to be part of it. It's been very, very rewarding. In 2012, Steve and I became co-chairs, and we've been co-chairs since that time until August, when, for personal reasons, Steve felt it was time to leave. Our committee did not want him to go without recognizing him. So Steve, if you come up, I have a plaque for you, and it says, presented to Stephen Weinstein, in recognition of his outstanding leadership as co-chair of the Fairlawn ADA Committee, January 2012 to August 2014, and for his dedication and hard work towards achieving access for all within our community, with the grateful appreciation of the Fairlawn ADA Committee.
I wasn't going to say something, and I was, and I hope I don't get choked up. But anyway, what's really interesting about this, it wasn't a cause that brought a community together. It was a cause that the community was already together. It was just that everybody was doing things in different directions. And I guess when this ADA committee was formed some 15, 20 years ago, I think it was Mayor Tedeschi, and then the ball was carried by Diane Albarella for many years. We needed direction, and the direction came. Diane introduced us to Jim Thieberry, so I want to give him some credit as well. He mentored us, and we came together, and I said, who would be the right person to chair this committee? And sure enough, it was Mary Ann. And she's truly carried the ball. There was a lot of steps along the way, going to the freeholders for money and, you know, saying the right things, and we had the freeholders working with us, obviously, and the county executive. But it really, really was the most fulfilling project that I've ever been on since I was on the council for a little over 10 years, actually 10 years and 3 months. But anyway, my wife was counting. But anyway, but the one thing I do want to say, we acknowledge a lot of people here, but I think our legacy is the one thing we didn't mention, and that's why I really wanted to speak. It's our high school kids. They were the leaders from the beginning. I mean, we're talking about 3-4 years of high school kids who constantly raise money through their marathon and other baking, cooking, bagels, and all whatever they did. I think they raised over $10,000. So what I want to say, when you hear about all these things today, about these things in Sayreville, whatever, that's not happening, thank God, here in Fairlawn. And I think it's a credit to the leaders, the council, the Board of Ed, the teachers, but most importantly, the parents. And those kids came together for this playground as well. So, thank you.
Okay. As mayor, I get to say something. So what started as a dream is now a reality. A little over 3 years ago, the ADA committee came before the council with a proposal to build an inclusionary park in Fairlawn. Several meetings followed as we spoke about site selection and cost. At that time, the park felt like a distant dream. But I remember the defining moment in a meeting with a young man named Michael, who came forward to speak. Michael is in a wheelchair, and he communicates through a laptop, but goes to a speaker and speaks his words for him. That night, Michael felt and expressed how sad he was when he would go to playground when he was a young boy and watch the other kids play. Then he told us how oftentimes he would try to get closer, but his wheelchair would get stuck in the rubber mulch. He then added, it wasn't much fun. So the borough and the county of Bergen partnered with the ADA committee to bring this inclusionary park here to Berdan Grove. The road to get here wasn't easy, but the leadership provided by Mary Ann and Steve overcame every obstacle placed in our way. This committee has become the little committee that can. they have raised over $107,000, which makes their donations larger than that of the county and the borough. Not only did they raise the money for this park, but they continue to hold dances for people with special needs and have created more awareness of the concerns of people and parents who have special needs. There isn't a business organization in Fairlawn that hasn't been contacted by the ADA. Let this park stand as a sign that the people of Fairlawn will always recognize and help others who have different abilities. I can't begin to tell you how proud I am of our committee, Fairlawn residents, our businesses, and civic organizations for all they have done to make this a reality. Mary, will you please come forward for a second? Webster defines the word advocate as one that pleads the cause of others. I can think of no one who exemplifies this more than Mary Ann Patinio. I'm sure that all the people on the committee will tell you Mary Ann is a champion as well as an advocate for those with special needs. She's been the driving force behind this park and our ADA committee, and her vision and persistence is the major reason why we're all standing here today. So I didn't want to let you go without having a plaque also. So I actually got matching plaques. Look at that. It's the same style plaque as Steve's. Presented to Mary Ann Patinio in recognition of her outstanding leadership as co-chair of the Fairlawn ADA Committee and for her dedication and hard work towards achieving access for all within our community, with the grateful appreciation of the Fairlawn ADA Committee. Congratulations. And we have some flowers here with Karen Peterson. And just before we conclude, I just want everyone to take a look at this sign. These are all the people who helped to make this happen, or who gave donations to the park. And before we start the festivities of going into the park, and maybe Freeholder Gans will go down the slide for us, we're going to do the ribbon cutting first. So will the ADA committee come on up here, and we'll do this.
Step up.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Yay! We have an absolutely incredible day here today, and Columbia Bank, along with many others from the community, played a major role. Introduce yourself. Tell everybody who you are, please.
I'm Tom Kemley. I'm the CEO of Columbia Bank.
And sir?
I'm Rick Kellerman. I'm a regional branch manager of the Fairlawn offices.
I saw you make your little presentation before. How does that make you feel inside?
This is a great day. These are the kind of things as community members and bankers we live for. It's much more fun to come out here and help the community and help the people of the great town of Fairlawn than it is to schlep it off to work and sit in an office and work hard. This is what we do. This is why we are a community bank. We live for these times where we can help the communities we serve.
And we appreciate it so much. And sir, I've seen you involved with community activities for about the last 30, 40 years or something like that. What are your thoughts?
That's right. I've been a part of the Fairlawn Chamber since, I guess, the early 90s, and the River Road Improvement Corporation, and among a number of other organizations here in Fairlawn. And it's a tremendous town to be a part of. We're really proud of it. And we're certainly, Columbia is proud that we're able to service it in such a manner.
You know, the mayor had mentioned that he may want Freeholder Gans to go down on the slide. Am I going to see you guys up there at all? Is that just a thought?
Rick, you'll see Rick up there.
I guess I have to.
He'll be on the monkey bars.
I just want to say, tip of my hat to you, because I know a lot of people at Columbia Bank are also involved in helping this come across. Enjoy the rest of the day, and thank you for what you did.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
How come whenever there is something really special going on in this community, I somehow know that you two guys are sort of involved? Introduce yourself first.
Good morning, Wayne. My name's Jim Graff. I'm the Superintendent of Recreation and Parks here in Fairlawn.
Sir?
And I'm Steve Weinstein with an asterisk. Former mayor, former co-chair, and resident.
That's a good asterisk. Now, we heard you talk a little while ago, and I don't want to get too much into it, but you must be feeling like incredible right now.
It's amazing. It's you know, you look at it, you think it's magic, but it was a lot of hard work by so many people, and as I said before, the most impressive part of it is how our kids really got involved, right? I mean, they're our legacy, and they're learning from all of us. So that's really the most, you know, there's a sensitivity with the kids in our school and our community. So.
And as far as just the recreation department is concerned, having a playground like this, it's got to make you feel incredible as well.
It does. You know, the ADA committee, along with the borough and all the sponsors, did a great job getting it in place, and you know, kudos to the committee.
I think that I think I mentioned this to Steve before, when I was growing up, the playground here was nothing but a little tiny area down by the basketball court. And folks, just so you know what I'm talking about, way down there is where I grew up, and look what we have now for everybody in the community, which is one of the things that I think is fantastic. Tipping my hat to both of you. Now, go mingle for a while, but thanks for what you're doing.
Thank you. Great job.
Freeholder Gantz, my good longtime friend, and we're here on a special occasion, and I know that a lot of people have been chatting with me. You've been involved with this from a long time ago. Just your thoughts about having it finally completed.
You know, I'm delighted that it's completed. I live just 2 or 3 blocks from here. This started in my administration when I was on the council. Gee, that's a very long time ago, and it's taken a long time to reach reality, but with leaders like Mary Ann Patinio and Kaz, it's a good thing.
Well, there's always a lot of people that we don't always get a chance to say hi to. I know you were recognized, but I tip my hat to you because I know you've been really behind this a very long time. Thank you for your energy and for your time and what you do for the borough of Fairlawn.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the day, sir. Thank you. It's finally here. I heard you talk. I heard a lot of other folks speak. Right now, I know it might be tough, but just give me that inside feeling.
Well, I think this was the best thing that our town ever did. It's actually a little overdue. Hey, Wayne, thanks for coming today.
My pleasure.
We appreciate you putting together this video memory of this entire playground project from start to finish, and I appreciate you being here today for the official ribbon cutting. And this is a wonderful, wonderful contribution for our community, and I am so grateful to the support we receive from all the businesses, the organizations, the residents, and our town council for this wonderful project.
And I want you to know that you're as beautiful as what you're holding in your hand. Thank you. You were the catalyst, and as we heard, many people involved. Go chat with a few of them. God bless you for what you're doing.
Thank you, Wayne.
It's been an incredible day. I've been having a great opportunity also of chatting with a few people, and I must include you. Sir, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Marvin Lykin. I'm the Executive Director of the Children's Therapy Center campuses in Fairlawn, and we also have a program in Midland Park also.
Having this completed, how does that make you feel?
You know, this committee has done it, and I congratulate the committee on an excellent job. But, you know, it's the town of Fairlawn that wins, and it's children, you know, all children like to swing. All children like to be on seesaws. What the opportunity here for an inclusive playground where typical children and children with differences could play together, learn from each other, is so vital. And I congratulate the committee, and I am just so grateful for the children of this town to all be able to swing, climb, and play together.
And you know, there's a lot of people that we are tipping our hats to. You're one of them. Go mingle, say hi to a few people, and one of these days we just get a chance to see this playground being used. That's the bottom line.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your time and energy.
My pleasure.
Seriously. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, when I see you, I know there's something interesting going on. Today's very special. A little intro and tell me your thoughts about being here today.
This is one of the most exciting projects. This is our new ADA playground. It's been an idea in the works for many, many years, but a little over a year ago, the committee decided to get serious and really build a playground that was accessible to all, kids of all ages and abilities, so that parents can come with their children, abled and disabled, and play together. And now you can see, not only from the equipment, but also from the surface. If you notice that the green surface is very smooth, that way wheelchairs, strollers can easily slide around and everyone can have access to all of the equipment.
I think the planning of it was almost as difficult as the making of it, because to take into all the considerations that you just mentioned, and that's just a few, making it accessible to the people in need is fantastic. And I heard a few people speak. Without getting too emotional, I think it's one of the best things that happens to Berdan Grove. I grew up in this town, and when I was playing here, we had a park by their basketball courts that was about the size of where we're standing on. And this is what it's turned into with the help of so many. And tip of my hat to you, all the time. You know I always say that. I'll probably see you pretty soon at a street fair or some other event like that. But thank you very much for all your energy and for what you've been doing.
And you're welcome, but it's really the community that's to thank for this project.
I will thank them. Thank you, community. Go talk to a few more people. God bless you.
Thank you.
How's your
Scooter, how are you, sir?
Good, Wayne. How are you?
I'm incredible, and I think everybody's feeling that way today. Your thoughts about being involved in what happened today here?
It was a group effort by borough employees, volunteers, civic activities, civic clubs. Everybody just got together, residents, companies. I mean, it's a beautiful day here, and it's here to help. In the ADA committee, they did a wonderful job, Mary Ann and her committee, and you can't ask for a better place. It's state-of-the-art facility here.
It is, and I was talking about earlier that I was growing up in this town, and all we had was a tiny little playground by the basketball court the size of where we're standing, and it's turned out to be a wonderful thing. But I just want to acknowledge some people that always don't get a chance to be seen. You're one of them. I just want to say a tip of my hat to you and the Recreation Department and the Parks Department for doing things, but I just had to let people see the face that goes with the name.
And everybody that works for the town, also a lot of other people, the road department, Shade Tree. I mean, it was a group effort by all the town employees also.
And that's why
it's come out to a wonderful place.
Thank you for everything that you guys have been doing, and say hi to FJB for me.
I will.
Thank you very
Wayne.
much. Thank you. Councilman Belusa, how do you feel today? I mean, this must be kind of special for you, too.
It's great, Wayne. You know, I grew up actually down on Main Street, right over there, and my grandma's been living on Marshall since the 50s, so this is our kind of like family park. So this is, since I've been alive, this is the third change I've seen here. I remember when they had the block woods here. And this is great. You know, my kids have been coming even before the official ribbon cutting ceremony, and they love this park. There's just so much to do. They have some fitness equipment for the adults, so I can do a couple exercises here and there while I'm running on the slides with them. So it's a great event, and it's great that we have an inclusive park for all of Fairlawn.
And I want to thank you, because I know everybody from the council, from the mayor to the whole community had a lot to do with it, ending up with today. And I just want to acknowledge you as well. Thank you for all your energy that you put into the community.
Thank you, Wayne. Definitely a huge community event, and it's definitely a great community here in Fairlawn. It shows that we all get together for something great.
Thank you so much for your time and energy.
Thanks a lot, Wayne.
Beep, 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 beep. Watch out, guys.
Folks, we're just giving you a little bit of a visual of the ability to do what you're seeing Karen do, because this was something that we couldn't do a little while ago.
We're going on it together, yes. I promise that it's...
You know you have to pull it. Really annoying. See, it moves back.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to. It's called Sway 5.
That was pretty cool. How do you feel doing that?
Great.
What is the video?
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Well, I know you guys are looking ready to play cards or something over here.
Tic-tac-toe.
Tic-tac-toe. Play tic-tac-toe. Let me see.
All right.
What is this?
Got to make them all. I don't know what we have to make them, but
Wait, this is one we
All
have
right,
to
folks,
make
I
in the
just want you
middle.
to know that
This
what
is
you
gonna
just
be
saw was not possible just a few months ago. Karen's now involved with everybody else that's at this wonderful establishment. And everybody, by the way, I'm going to see Karen tomorrow at the street fair. Karen, give me a wave goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Guys?
Bye.
Thank you, babe.